Oh yeah.
Nothing can stop us. Nothing can stop us. Nothing can stop us. We're Atlanta Air Force. Y'all don't even remember that, do you?
No.
I know. I know. Darren
No.
remember. Darren, you remember that, right?
That's me old. Look,
that
I'm trying to maintain.
hey,
I
that's
ain't
some
old.
that's some 1985, 86 Hawks. That was their little song that they made. You know how the Chicago Bears made that doggone Super Bowl shuffle.
Super Bowl shuffle.
Hey man, Hawks came in there with the Atlanta Air Force. Nothing can stop us. I know, man. You weren't born. What up, Jonte? Hey, what's going on?
Over my head.
Over your
Over
head?
my head.
Hey man, hey, you got to check it out. Go look it up. All you're gonna do is laugh, man. That jump was so whack. But hey,
Everything was corny.
dog,
Everything.
hey, nothing can stop us. We're Atlanta's Air Force.
Y'all are trash.
Anyway, hey, y'all, welcome to the 4-4 Blitz Package. I'm your host, Yosarian, along with my co-host Daryl and Mathis. Hey man, the Hawks is making Atlanta hot again. The Hawks are making Atlanta hot again. Uh-oh, let me turn that down. Yeah, I'm excited for the first time and since what? Man, it's been a minute since
Mhm.
Al Horford them. No, maybe a few years ago when
Yeah,
Trey.
golly.
I'm sorry, about 6 years
Golly.
ago, about 5 or 6. Yeah, about 5 or 6 years ago. Went to the
Mm-mm. Eastern Conference
Eastern
Final.
Conference Finals, yeah, and got
Ah.
straight blown out. Anyway, we made it there. But look, I'm excited, man. Going into the season, I'm excited. So no, it was back with Al Horford them because I didn't expect anything with the team that actually went to the Eastern Conference Final. I
Yeah.
bet you didn't expect nothing either.
They weren't so nobody expected them to go that far. But that's
Right.
usually when you can play free because you have no expectations. So
Say the house not it.
Dante, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Just don't put nothing else in the chat if you're gonna be talking like that. The Eastern Conference is wide open and you know it.
Wide
Don't
open.
yeah, this could be us.
Yeah, I think we got some opportunities now, man. Hey, go ahead and introduce yourself before we get too deep in this thing.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's MFJ. You can find me on Instagram and X at M_F_J21. We appreciate y'all love and support.
What's happening, fans? It's Daryl, aka Black Jedi. That's BLAKK Jedi. Follow me on Twix and Instagram at that handle. And I got into an argument the other day with a dude at work. Uh, my standpoint on top hip hop duos. I'm sorry, top hip hop groups is what it boiled down to. Groups. Ghetto Boys is a top 10 hip hop group.
Yeah, I agree.
He fought me on it. Tooth and
What?
nail. And then
What?
I went so far, I got over my skis a little bit. I said Scarface is a top 5 MC. Now I might have to pull that one back a little bit, but Scarface is a top 10,
Top
at least
10.
top 10,
I'll give you top
top
10.
10 MC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
top 10. Top 10. Who else is in that list, Mathis? Who you thinking
So the
that group
duos or the
list?
groups.
I mean, we know Outcast,
Outkast,
Mhm.
UGK,
A Ball.
A-Ball, MJG,
MJG,
uh, Method
Mob
Man,
Deep,
Redman.
Eric B. Eric B
I
and
got a
Mob
Rakim.
Deep. That's
okay.
not a group. That's not a group though. That's a
Who?
DJ and a rapper.
Oh,
Eric,
okay.
Eric
Oh,
B and
okay,
Rakim.
okay.
That's a
Wu
DJ
Tang.
and a rapper.
Wu
Wu
Tang
Tang.
would
Wu-Tang,
have to be in there.
Mob
So,
Deep.
ugh,
NWA.
That's where we started butting heads, right? Because
ugh.
New
Mobb
York,
Deep. I don't know.
New York, I was
Well,
in the
but
South.
I said Method Man and Redman and Wu Tang, so I gave you two New York groups. I can't put Mobb Deep over those two. I'm sorry. NWA
I watched that
was
Super
is
Show.
definitely They didn't last long enough, man. I'm gonna say that they folded as a group.
Mhm.
So it is what it is.
It's all good. Hey, I got one that everybody's gonna say yes, they're in the top 10, but they might not really be in the top 10. Two Live Crew.
Poison Clan. I was close.
Hey, Two Live Crew.
Our cultural,
Only for the music they put out and the fact that it actually really real deal was live like that. Yeah, I guess you have no choice but to
our
put them in there.
cultural importance, cultural
Yeah.
impact. Two Live Crew.
Yeah. Hey, Miami bass wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for them.
We wouldn't have trap music if not for that.
Right. All right. Hey, that was a good one, Darren. Yeah. Y'all always have something going on at the job and stuff.
Bruh, you got to stay sane. Trying to
You know
stay
what that
sane up
mean?
here.
That mean they ain't getting no work done.
Ain't nothing good.
Look,
Well,
let
I
let
don't know.
you know
I
what?
don't know.
I need you to come pull a shift with me
I don't
on
know.
next Tuesday
The
when
work,
I'm
the
starting at
kind of
six
work
in
he
the
does,
morning,
yeah, they working.
I know
and
it. I
I'm
know it.
done. I'm done about 10 o'clock at night.
I'm gonna leave you be. I'm gonna leave you alone.
Hey man, the Hawks, they going crazy this week. This has been an amazing week for the Hawks.
Yep.
Amazing week. First of all, you bring in Kristaps Porzingis. Make it happen. Kristaps, whatever. Porzingis. Oh my God. How long have the Hawks needed a big man? How long have I been crying for a big man that can make plays on his own? Oh my God. When I saw that happen, I didn't care who they gave up for him. I was down with it. I'm
Oh,
down with that.
oh no, wait, no, yo, you going a little too far.
Hey,
Okay,
what?
for somebody who can can possibly only give you 40 games in a season,
Hmm.
you can't be like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of Jalen Johnson for him. It was a good
Well,
pickup
well, well,
for this day and age, big man. It was a
right.
good pickup.
Of course not. Okay, so I have to
Oh
pump the
yeah, I'm
brakes.
holding true to
I
your
have to
words
pump the
now.
brakes. You know what I'm talking about. If they were going to make a trade for him, it was going to be some second tier guy, backup. So that's what I'm saying. And I was down with the draft pick too. Second round pick, man, I was down with it. Daryl, tell me what you think about that pick, man, or that trade.
I'm ready to buy tickets. I am ready to buy tickets, but this the thing. I need Porzingis to tell me what tickets I need to buy, what game. Cause he, like you said, Math, is 40 games. Man, don't let me buy a ticket and he ain't playing because he hurt. So I need to know, Porzingis, what games you healthy, what games you playing, I'll be there for those. Cause this is gonna be he's a unicorn, right? And I know we hate that term, right?
Hmm.
But he's a unicorn. So let's see what we could do, right? And the knock has always been we don't never get nobody around Trey. Trey ain't never got nobody around him.
Hmm.
All right, leadership now, new leadership looking like they're trying to put something around him. So I'm excited.
Yeah. So
It's
what's
a
up, Mathis?
it's the first time in a while that we've had somebody come to Atlanta that everybody knows that's not on the way out the door.
Hmm.
You know, we got Vince Carter on the way out. We got T Mac on the way out. Other than that, like the stars that usually come here for a day and they getting traded out because they are part of some deal. So um, this is a step in the right direction. I'm so glad we got Landry Fields out of the building. I do not
Hmm.
know what in the world he ever was doing as a GM, and I hope he never gets the position again. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, it ain't for
Um,
everybody.
nah, but maybe this could be the turnaround, like when Joe Johnson was here, and unfortunately, Danny Ferry said some stuff that he shouldn't have that got him ejected. But this is a start, man. Yeah, we got to build around Trey. We're gonna see the second superstar or the first superstar since Dominique Wilkins leave too. So
Mm-hmm.
good start.
Good start. So Onsi Saleh, man, tell me about him, man. The dude, I've never heard of him before now,
I
honestly,
mean,
because I know I'm not the basketball guy like you, Mathis. I had never heard of him, but I love him already.
yeah, I mean, but he's had a chance to learn under the likes of teams from Golden State and
Gotcha.
San Antonio. So to see how things are done, to me, out of all the general manager positions from any sport, well, to be a GM from any sport, basketball, I think, is the one that you have to have the experience on.
Mm.
You have to, because with these extremely big supermax contracts and everything's guaranteed, and like this could really mess you up because just if you let a player get to 3 years, unlike football, where at that point in time that contract is pretty much taken care of out of maybe the five or whatever. You don't have to worry about the little change you got left to pay.
Mm-hmm.
You still could be paying $80 million to these folks in
Mm-hmm.
basketball, and then you have to know who you're bringing in, what's it doing for the team. So this was a good step, and somebody who has kind of seen the likes of Steph Curry and that team kind of built around him, and seeing, okay, maybe we could possibly do this with Trey and what we may need. I like it. I like it. We just got to keep it going.
So Jonte asking, so you saying Porzingis got time left? I say yeah, because hey, he's only played what 40 to 50 games a year. So
Yeah.
now, man, when I looked at it, Jonte, it blew my mind. How old do you think Porzingis is? I'm thinking he's 36, 37 years
Nah,
old.
he like 30.
Dude is
He about to
29
turn
years
30.
old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about to
he
turn
about
30.
Yeah.
30.
So it blew my mind when I looked at it the other day. I'm like, God, I thought he was so much older, basically because he's been playing for so long and he's often injured. He kind of looks like an old guy. But we saw what he did, man. The boy he could still play, shooting over 40 something percent from the 3-point line. Hey, man, let me pull up
If we can
stats
get
right quick.
Washington Wizards Porzingis back, we will be okay.
If we can get Porzingis when he played against the Hawks back, we'll be okay.
Yeah, I think that too.
Look at it. So last year he scored 19. He averaged 19 and a half points per game. If you look at the bottom, 6.8 rebounds a game, 80% from the free throw, pretty much 81, and 41.2% from the 3-point line. So that's going to stretch that offense. And he plays pretty good defense, when healthy, of course. So man, for what the Hawks had to give up, future second round pick.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, yeah. We got a second round pick and Porzingis. The Nets received Terrence Mann, decent player, but he was expendable to me. I don't know about y'all, but he was expendable to me. So they got Terrence Mann and our 22nd overall pick that we traded to the Nets. That's fine. Drake Powell. We'll see how he turns out. But I was down with that. I could care less. And then the Celtics received George Niang and a second round pick. Now I like Niang. I
Yeah,
liked him.
I like the minivan too. I did.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
yeah. Hey man, the boy he played hard. He played hard. He
Hmm.
kind of run. The way he ran was kind of like leaning forward. He was always leaning forward, like
Yeah,
a tight end running. But I like this game, man. Played inside, outside, shot the three ball. I liked him, but I was willing to move on for Kristaps. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. When was the last time the Hawks had a center that could score? Maybe Al Horford,
yeah, yeah. That was
that
a,
Yeah.
a
that was a,
true
that
center.
was
And he's a yeah, well, he's a blown up power forward. So
Right, right, right,
if
right.
you were true center,
well. Dikembe Mutombo was the last center that we
Mutombo,
had
yeah, yeah.
that could
yeah.
generate his own offense, even though it was nothing but a back you down and hook shot. But still,
Nasty
yeah,
work.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
it worked. Now it definitely worked. But you know, I like it. I like it. This man has moves. Give him the ball in the post, he's going to score, and he'll help stretch that offense. He'll stretch it. 3 points. Hey man, if they want to play big man ball, it's going to be tough because our power forward, Jalen Johnson, maybe Small, Ricochet. and then Dyson Daniel. Hey man, that's going to be tough to deal with. That's
Yeah,
going to be a lot to deal with. So that's why I'm so excited for the Hawks. Man, man, man. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be tough. What about this, man? Asa Newell. I called it. I called it, you know, Mathis.
he
I
swear he
call,
always calling
hey,
something, and
hey,
then
man.
when he get it
We're
right,
gonna have
he
to
gonna throw it in your face. He
we're
gonna let
gonna
you
have
know.
to change the name from Mathis Maddox to Yo Maddox or something.
That's so terrible.
What up, T? Man,
What's happening, Terry?
hey man, listen. Oh, I was so happy, man. I don't know if y'all had seen Asa Newell play.
Oh yeah, I
I
watched the
tell you,
Georgia games.
I didn't watch a whole lot of college basketball, but I watched Georgia
Yeah, he was the best player on the team as a freshman.
Yep.
hands down,
Yeah,
hands down, all the way. I mean, the best player, 5-star freshman come in. Expectations. The Dogs played better last year than they had played in years, and some of his best games came against the national champs, Florida. He played big against Florida, played big against St. John's. A lot of those teams that were ranked high, Asa Newell did his thing. I like his back to the board, back to the goal, old school style of playing basketball. Giving the ball, left-handed, 6'9", 6'10", kind of light, but the boy can move. He hustles, he runs the floor. Clint Capella ran the floor, but Clint couldn't jump. Ace Newell, he could jump. He can shoot. He has that turnaround, got a nice baby hook. The boy has moves, averaged 15.9, 15.6 points a game as a freshman. In the SEC, which what hands down this year was the best conference, right?
yeah,
Would
we
y'all
got about
agree? It's
yeah,
the best conference, hands down, man.
easy.
You're talking about Florida, talking about Alabama, Auburn,
Auburn.
Tennessee, all of them. Hey man,
Everybody that made it to the NCAA tournament, yeah,
right, right,
yeah,
right, 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 right.
yeah.
Shoot, almost had a Final Four. All SEC
Oh,
almost.
SEC.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. For Houston, then yeah. But
I don't know, man.
what you think, man?
It was a good move. It was a good move. And what's crazy is when they had the 22nd pick, they made the pick, and then I saw the proposed trade pop up in the bottom corner. I'm like, dang, why we do that?
Mm-hmm.
End up with the 23rd pick, and that was to me a much better pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
they dropped down 10 spots from the 13th.
right, and we
Traded
got
that
a
off at
and we
first
got an
round.
unprotected pick coming up too.
And
So like our GM is making moves. So
That's
yes,
that solidified it.
yeah, I can appreciate that. Um, I'm really kind of waiting to see what the lineups are gonna look like, but uh, he can play the 4 or the 5, depending
mm-hmm,
on
mm-hmm,
what the matchups look like. You can put him at the 5 against somebody that when they're playing small ball, or if you want to put him at the 4 um, with Porzingis or Kongwu or whoever else. If we bring somebody big in, that's another big. So I'm expecting him to. I won't say win Rookie of the Year because he's not getting ready to start, but he
mm-hmm,
will be somebody that can make the All Rookie team. I think he's
Mhm.
good enough to do that.
mm-hmm,
So yeah, this team is building, and
mm-hmm.
if we can just continue to build around Trey over the next year or two, because I think his contract is coming up pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
They're probably gonna have to extend him this upcoming year.
yeah, I mean,
Might as
go
well.
ahead.
I mean, you're
Yeah,
gonna ride with him.
if we want to keep him here, keep the fans in the stands, unless you just know it's somebody else that's coming that's gonna save you a whole lot of money, and they're great, it's not gonna be worth losing Trey over.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be. So
Can't lose Trey. Can't
no,
lose Trey.
no, no,
Now,
no.
Daryl, I'll tell you, Sand cannot stand Trey. He dislikes Trey like you dislike Dion. Like, God darn. But I like
Wait a
Trey,
minute. Wait
man.
a minute. I like Trey. I like Trey. Trey a Hawk. I like anybody that's a Hawk. No, first and foremost, anybody. So I don't know why saying. Well, I can imagine why saying don't like him. I have some friends that say that Trey's not it. Like they say that we'll never win with Trey running point. So
Well,
we have those
that's
arguments,
crazy. That's
I love
crazy.
Trey, man.
but
Eh,
because partially because of what Jonte said, right? He jack up a three in a heartbeat, and he's gotten better. I would say he's gotten more as he's matured as a basketball player. He's gotten better, but that's their argument. That
Mhm.
even when we went to the Eastern Conference Finals, if you look at the people that were on that team, the
Just
players,
him. It was just him.
Kevin Herter.
Hmm.
Now Lou Williams was on that team, and to me, Lou Williams is one of my favorite players of all time. But
I
when you
wonder
got
why.
Kevin Herter, DeAndre Hunter,
Hmm. Who was doing it?
Bogey,
Yeah.
like, and then now look at the fact that you had the number one pick last year. You got Jalen Johnson. Trey doesn't have to do as much, and I think he's learning that because these guys can go get it themselves.
Hmm.
Mm.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, if Dyson Daniels spends this offseason working on his offense, he will be ridiculous.
Yeah. They say Kyle Korver's working with them guys, man, on their shooting.
Look, please continue to get better. That's one thing. That's the reason why Jalen Green got traded from the Rockets because he is not. The work is not there. It's not there. I don't think he has the work ethic to raise his game to the next level. If these guys can go from being a level one to a level five over the offseason, we ain't expecting them to just be a 10. I
Hmm.
don't know why I'm now relating to how good somebody look, but they can go from being ugly to okay. You know what I'm saying? Just rating wise, look, that's all we need. That's all we need.
Yeah.
If they can get to the playoffs, get the
Hmm.
experience, they will be some real dogs in 2 years. I promise you.
Hmm. I see what you were trying to say, Jonte. You want him, you don't want Asa Newell jacking up them threes. He got that left hand. He has a decent stroke, but he only shot like 29, 28, 20 something percent from the 3-point line. He has to work on that. Yeah. I hope he doesn't get going there jumping and jacking that up. But I love the fact that he plays down low. He has a down low game inside and out. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. The boy can score it many different ways. And I just don't understand how he wasn't a top 10, wasn't regarded in the top 10. I just don't get that.
Well, they had him slated to get drafted between like 12 and the early 20s. So to be
I
honest with you,
don't
he
get that.
failed. Look, if you take out all the foreigners that nobody knew anything about,
Right.
he would have been a top 15 pick.
Yeah. Yeah.
They take flyers on some of these guys. So
Hmm.
yeah, he did play at Mount Verde. So
With Cooper Flag.
yeah, so I mean, Georgia boy, he came home.
Welcome back, baby. Welcome back.
Yeah, so
Welcome home.
it was at the end of the day, it was a great pickup. It
Yeah,
was a great pickup, much
I,
needed.
I think so. Jonte said we could
Boy,
replace
you.
Trey Young. Nah, I like
Who?
Trey. Trey is a dime. Hey man, Trey be dropping them dimes. Look at it. Last season, let's throw the stats up there again. He led the NBA in assists per game. Look, man, and I think this might not only be the only year. 24.2 points per game, bet 11.6 assists, 85 from 87.5 from free throw, and 34% from the 3-point line. He still needs to tighten that up, but hey, he's gonna shoot it. He's gonna shoot, but he hits it when you need to hit it.
Uh,
He just turns it on, man. He is the clutch. If How long has it been before Trey Young? How long was it or had it been um that when you knew that we needed a point at the end of the game, we needed the ball in the hands of a playmaker? How long was it since between then? I guess what, Joe Johnson?
yeah, Joe Johnson,
Jojo.
ISO was
I
look.
mean,
We had Trey, ISO Joe, and Steve Smith.
Yeah.
It wasn't. If it really wasn't them three, then it didn't matter out of those generations. But Trey now probably has the better team than either one of those other two guys.
Mm-hmm.
And you
You,
know,
you think better than
skill.
Joe Johnson, Paul
Yeah.
Millsap?
No, not Mill.
Uh,
Millsap was good too. No, Millsap, they had a team. I'm sorry.
They
Millsap had.
did,
Yeah.
but who else was okay? Take away that team that got swept by LeBron, because pretty much every team was gonna get swept by LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
if you take away that one season,
mhm.
yes, Trey has a better starting five possibly right now than anybody else has. Either
Yeah.
one of the other two guys.
Mm-hmm. With Porzingis, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yeah. I would
yeah.
say
That
because
you
Capella.
can't mess with a 60 win team. I'm sorry. So that's a that is what it is. But nah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, the entire team made the play. The All Star
All
that
star.
year.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
except
there
for
was
Damari
five
Carroll.
All-Stars.
Damari Carroll didn't make it though. It was 4 to 5.
The starters. You know.
He started. He was your
No, no,
three
no.
and D
Hold
guy.
on. Hold on.
Damari Carroll did not make the. He did not make it.
Al Horford, Jason Terry, Paul Millsap, Kyle Korver.
Kyle
It was
Korver.
nah. It was yeah.
Yeah,
No, it was
Korver.
not Jason Terry. Jeff Teague.
Jeff Teague.
Jeff
Sorry,
Teague.
Teague.
Jeff
Sorry,
Teague.
Jeff
It was
Teague.
so 4 out of Damari Carroll did not make that team.
You're right. You're right.
I don't know why I thought that was five.
I
Yeah.
thought the entire. See,
Uh. Nah.
I
It
could have
was it
swore
was
did.
it was 4, but
Okay,
they
okay.
allowed when they
You're the
all
man.
went in. They put all 4 of them in at one time.
One time, gotcha, gotcha,
So
gotcha. Yep, they've been working on the game. Dyson is at. Hey
Gained
man.
15 pounds. Man.
Oh, that's straight, man.
it's because he's using my workout program. I
You
never
can't eat a
told y'all.
pizza every day.
It
Like,
ain't
God,
no
dog, man,
eating
this boy
pizza
eat
every
a
day. I
whole
don't even do
pizza,
that no
man.
more. Leave me alone. Leave me
This
alone.
boy eat a whole pizza at work.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I done lost 10 pounds in about
Woo.
2 weeks. So I'm
That's what's
I'm working on
up. So he could give you those numbers. All right. That you sound like doggone Mathis trying to play football again.
it. Then look, gotta tell you, I'll go out there with you. And I know I can get a smooth 12
Zero.
and 12 and 6. Oh, stop.
Zero. Coach be like, man, get your butt off this
If
doggone
I
field.
if I can get my win back up, I promise you I can go out there. Even if we just gonna play defense and get steals, that's fine. Let's just go do it. Let's just get on the team.
So overall, we're happy with what Onsi Saleh is doing so far. We're
Yeah.
happy with that. I like it. All right. So now what? Okay, let's throw this in there. Where does Asa Newell fit in? Second team, right? Somewhere on the second
Oh yeah.
team, you believe?
He's,
Oh,
You
he's
think
yeah.
off
he'll
the bench.
be coming off the bench on that second team, not further down? What do you think?
No, he's gonna be a role player. He's
Mm-hmm.
gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I I I can't think of the guy's name right now, but we had one big last year that he started to come around. Oh, Gay.
Gay?
He started to come around at the end of
Mm-hmm.
last year.
Muhammad Gay?
Yeah, putting them two as your 4 and 5 as your second team,
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Or interchanging them how you want to. That would be totally fine with me. And even if he got hurt, he broke his hand. Oh my gosh. Play
Who?
with the play with the Lakers. Light skin. His dad played in the league. He was on our team last year. Oh, Larry Nance.
Larry
Larry
Nance.
Larry
Nance.
Nance
Mm-hmm.
Jr. Yeah.
Bring Larry Nance back as well, man. Like having those bigs right there
Mm-hmm.
to come in for certain situations or for minutes or whatever the case may be. I don't think it can go wrong having those three.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he'll they will definitely be in the rotation if they're on the team.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the stats once again, and then we'll look at those starting lineups and the second crew. This is why I'm so excited, man. Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniel, Zachary Ricochet, Kristaps Porzingis, and Oyeka Okongwu. Look at, I mean, like you said, this is the best team that Trae Young has had since he's been here, I believe. If you look at what Dyson Daniel brought last season, he won the most improved player, 14.1 points per game, 8.9, pretty much just 9 rebounds a game, 3 steals. Man led the league in steals. One of the most improved players. Should have won Defensive Player of the Year, hands down.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I kind of saw that in the Olympics, man. You know, everybody was talking about that trade to New Orleans and who is Dyson Daniels, but I saw him balling in the Olympics for Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Him and what's the other little
Patty
cat name?
Mills. Patty
Oh
Mills.
my God! I
Yeah.
was like, well, why didn't the Hawks keep Patty Mills as well? But anyway, man, they were destroying. They were giving teams the business, man.
Yeah.
And I saw Dyson Daniel could score. They talked about his defense, but I saw then, I'm like, man, he's going to be able to score. And look what he did for the Hawks.
Yeah.
14.1 points a game.
Yeah. If he
And then
gets into a rhythm, he tough. He
tough,
tough.
yeah. Zachary Ricochet, rookie. We expected, number one pick. We expect big things. They kind of talked it down because we didn't. That wasn't a great draft class, or wasn't a
Consensus number one.
number one. Right,
Yeah.
wasn't a big time draft class. But hey, I think we drafted the best guy to me. Um, I know the guy over there in San Antonio is doing real good. Point guard doing real good, but man, Zach gets the ball hits his hand, it's gone and it's in. That the end of the season, the last half of the season, Mathis, God,
Yeah.
quick draw. I mean, the way he moved kind of remind me of Reggie Miller, man.
Ooh.
Running around, the ball touches his hand, bam.
I'll say this. He's 6'10". The only difference is he's not gonna have to have the ball in his hand, but it's gonna come a time to where I'm not gonna say this is gonna be his team, but he could be an extreme viable number two option. And I love how Jalen Johnson has developed. Like he's come a long way since he started. Just keep him healthy. But he has the game kind of like a Kevin Durant. He can handle the ball. If he shoots the ball over you, you're not going to be able to block his shot because he's 6'10".
Mm-hmm.
His shot, this confidence level, you saw it go up at the end of the season with
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Johnson being out. So he's not going to get to a Kevin Durant level because that's a totally different monster. But if he can just be consistent, he's going to be tough to deal with. He's going to be tough to deal with. So I, I'm not worried about any of the guys. Hey, look, everybody on this list except for one, I'm okay with being back on this team next year.
Mm-hmm.
Except for one.
Yeah, you can go through it. You can pick the one. Look, if he was hurt last year, but even if he wasn't hurt, I don't want him.
Talking about Kobe.
Kobe can go.
Ah,
The
man,
fact that you put just 5.3 points per game, where the assist at? For the games he did play, like look, I know he's more of a scoring point guard or a combo guard, but
I didn't even put it up there because he was
yeah,
just
it was trash.
he only played what he really didn't play.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
really didn't play. He got hurt so early, didn't play.
Nah, Kobe Buffkin can go.
Yeah.
I'm at a point right now where I really don't want developmental talent. Like I want the talent that we have to be something that you put it on the court and they're refined already.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else on this list, even with Zachary Ricochet, had took their bumps and bruises last year, and we started to see how they turn the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need Coach Bucket out there. No.
Mm-hmm. What do you
Mm.
think, Daryl? I want to roll with Kobe Buffkin as the backup. I want to roll with him. But go
Yeah,
ahead,
we
Daryl.
we gonna talk about because we need another point guard. We got to get somebody else.
thank you.
And
I agree.
I don't know if that's bring Levert back because he's a free agent, right? Maybe you
Hmm.
bring him back,
Hmm.
or you find somebody else. I think we'll talk about it a little bit later. You find
Hmm.
somebody else, but we need another point guard. I'll be with Mathis on this one, just because I mean he was hurt
Yeah, yeah,
and didn't really contribute. So
that's true. But man, he was a true scorer in college, man. So and then he played well when he wasn't hurt.
is there
So
another sport that the that is so drastically different between the pros and college? Like I think we see a lot more high end busts in the NBA going from college to the pros than we do in any other sport.
yeah, you right about that. You're right about that.
Um,
I'm not sure. I think maybe because it's only a handful of people actually make it. It's
yeah,
Maybe that's
small
what it
that
is.
makes
amount of
it
players.
harder. That makes it harder
Yeah.
because if you could take this team up to 20 or any team up to 20 people, then it doesn't look as bad on you because you could still probably be on the team. You may not play a lot, but you would still be there. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's tough because as good as you think somebody is in high school and as good as they are in college, they can get to the pros and
Think
you
the
still
joint
may
up.
not ever they may never see the court. So yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, TTR, I saw that, man. Kobe Johnson, JJ, um, Jalen Johnson's little
you
brother.
signed them.
They
Yeah.
signed him. Yeah, yeah. So he's a guard, a smaller version of Dyson Daniel. Okay, okay. I don't know much about him, but I need to check him out. I got to learn a little, dig in a little bit more um, on the Hawks. And yeah, I also heard Dominique Wilkins. What next year? Dominique Wilkins' son Jacob is coming out, so he's been in the gym with his dad, and he's going to Georgia. So we'll see what them dogs do uh,
Hmm.
with young Nick. They say he could jump out the gym. Say he jumps higher than his dad. So
He don't jump higher than me though. Nah, not even close. 52-inch vert, not even close.
we're gonna have to get out there to the we're gonna have to get out there to the doggone the field, Mathis. I need to see you run and
Do
jump.
something.
I'm gonna take you through the doggone
432-inch vert, man.
uh,
437.
52-inch vert.
but somebody wake him
Dunking
up.
on 11-foot goal.
Wake him
Just
up. Right quick. If you look at those numbers of the starters, if Porzingis is the starter, the average points 89 points, man. 89 to 90 points. Average. Starting five. That's what they average.
So wait though, because what's your starting five? Give me your
Aha.
starting five.
Let's talk about that then. Glad you brought that up. Let's take a good glance and y'all tell me what you think. I don't know if I would actually do this, but this is who I think is going to start. I may be wrong.
I mean, that's not a bad starting lineup at all. It's not
Man,
bad.
do y'all notice something, man?
when did the light skinned kids
I'm
take over
Oh
basketball?
no, I saw that the other day.
Man,
Yeah, I
all the
saw it the
light
other day.
skin. I'm like, hold on, man. The
But
pretty boy
we got
team.
the prettiest team in
The
the NBA.
prettiest team in the NBA, man. God dog.
Hair, everybody got curls.
Man.
That's wild. Oh,
Hey,
that's
we
wild.
need we need to do a ranking, man. We need
This
to do a
this is
video on
not
that.
Atlanta. This is not Atlanta. I'm sorry. I'm
Hey, that
sorry.
This
look like
Canada, this Toronto.
There is no
Toronto or
diversity. There is
the
no diversity
Maine.
in this picture.
Straight up Montana, baby. God dog. Hey,
Nah,
but
Wow.
with
nah.
that starting five right there, 89 points off the rip. Then you add in Onyeka, and then, your backups. We should easily average 100, 105, 110 points a game. Easily. And then the way we play defense now, the way I got to stop saying we, the way the Hawks play defense, since the infusion of Dyson Daniel. You saw Trey trying to play a little defense. He tried.
Trying. He was
Yeah,
trying.
but hey, that's more. Hey, that's more than he had done in his 6 years, 7 years here.
Yeah, that's true.
But all of them play a little defense. Well, play some great defense. Risha Shade, Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, even Chris Stepps plays decent defense. Man, what do you think, Mathis? Tell me about that.
I like it, but there's one change I would make.
Kongwu
A Kongwu
first.
and then slide Arisa Shea to the bench. Even if it's just for one more year, as long as everybody stays healthy, let him be your sixth man. That way you have him, Asa Newell, you have some scoring on the bench. Uh,
Mm,
because if
mm,
you have Asa Newell and a Kongwu as your two, as of right now, because we don't have Karis LeVert signed. I'm not a fan of Kobe Buffkin. You all your scoring is up front. Bench comes in, you're asking your two big men who you don't even want to really put the ball on the ground to be your weapons.
mm.
So I will put Zachary on the out of the starting lineup. He's still gonna get a lot of clock, but yeah, that would just be me.
Yeah, Trey.
Oh yeah,
Trey
he
Trey
don't
Young
have
gonna
no
look.
hair.
He gonna look funny in a little while. He
Yeah,
gonna look real funny.
he's really bald underneath. I ain't gonna lie, it's just all the curls in the front that
Comb that
lick
junk
it and
over,
flick it
boy.
back. Yeah,
You gonna have that comb over. What up, Chuck?
What's happening, Chuck?
yeah. So Chuck shouldn't say anything because those what's their name? They the Wizards here.
The piss,
There we
Ain't nothing about
bullets, old bullets.
watching. Ain't nothing about the Wizards
Bullet.
doing nothing in basketball.
Yeah, they
I'm
looking
sorry.
good and terrible.
We old.
Yeah.
We old over here. We say the Washington Bullets and the Washington Redskins. That's what we say here.
Oh, see, Terry said Zach is not coming off the bench, and
Yeah,
I agree.
thought that was
I agree with
yeah.
that.
I thought that was a wild take, but
That's yeah. I would not bring him off no bench.
I mean, but okay. So
I understand what you're saying. Some of those players are gonna have to stay out there a little longer. Some of them may just have to get off the court a little bit earlier, a little quicker.
I get it.
I believe Porzingis. We go back to that. I believe Porzingis, of course, will exit quick, um, and maybe even Porzingis, Dyson Daniel, and maybe Ricochet will step out earlier, and then allow Jalen and Trey to continue to handle it, and then they will kind of swap in and out,
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, you got that has to be the starting five or a Kongwu. Or a Kongwu. The only person I would change is a Kongwu. Me myself. I mean, Daryl, what you think?
this right here, the light skinned crew, because I mean, I
You have to call them the
Ricochet,
barge, man. Hey, that the
the
barge.
Ricochet, second year, going into his second year,
he
he
gonna
needs that. He needs to start.
he is
Yeah, I
gonna
think just for his confidence. Now, the concern I have is injuries because well, we said Porzingis, but also Jalen Johnson, right?
Mhm,
So that would be my concern with this start five. But I say opening, the first game of the year is this
mhm,
with a
mhm,
Congu coming off the bench, or depend on what we pull, right? When
mhm.
we're trying to find some free agents, but I don't know if we're gonna find a free agent that's gonna unseat any of them. Right now, I'm looking at free agents. I'm looking at guys that can continue the scoring off the bench.
Uh-huh.
Somebody to back Trey up and
Mhm.
things like that.
Okay, so let's look at the second group. It's we got if it goes the way I just put it up there, a Kongu at center, hands down. V Krejci, the shooting guard or point guard. He played a little point, but we really want somebody else to handle that ball.
Mhm.
Kobe Buffkin. I don't see them moving off of Kobe Buffkin. I just don't see it.
They not, but I would love to see it. Yeah, right now.
Well, and of course, Asa Newell somewhere in there. Like you said, bring back Larry Nance, bring back Karis LeVert. Um, that's good. I mean, I think that's doable. I will say that I don't understand the salary cap structure and all that stuff. So I still have to learn that. Still working on it. But what I did read is that the Hawks will have 31 million to play with, along with that 25 million trade exception. So um
They got a lot.
got a lot of money. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So let me give y'all something real quick.
go ahead.
This was off the second half of the season. All right.
Hmm. Hmm.
So Nyeka gave you 15 points and 10 rebounds and
Hmm.
15 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists a game
Hmm.
for the last 30 games of the season.
Hmm.
Do y'all really want your starting five to have a high of 6 or 7 rebounds a game?
Mm.
19 points and can stretch the field. Now.
But I didn't take out
I'm talking about Porzingis.
Porzingis. I didn't
No,
take
no.
Porzingis out the
He's
game
saying
to start
he's saying
lineup
take
though.
Oh,
he's saying take Regis say out.
That's what I'm saying.
oh,
Nobody
listen.
else is going to give you over 7 rebounds a game in your starting lineup. So you
Okay.
basically are going to have to go outscore everybody.
Look at a Kongwu's 3-point percent, 32.4. So, okay.
But he ain't got to shoot
And he ain't
three.
got to shoot it. He ain't got to shoot it because he got you got Chris Stapps out there stretching. Boy,
But if he gave you
Hey,
15 and 10 with no Jalen Johnson, I'm just saying, man. I'm
man,
just saying.
that looks good.
Jalen Johnson, when healthy, actually has more
He he
rebounds.
he
So
did he was averaging 20 and 10 before he got hurt last year. And they say he was
yeah,
one of 4 players in the league that was doing that.
yeah. He's an
So
all-star. He's gonna be we're gonna have 2 all-stars, at least 2 all-stars for the next 5 years. At least.
You saying
That's
Trey, or you saying Zachary
Trey
Richardson?
and Jalen Johnson. Because Jalen would have
Out.
been, yeah, hey man, just think about it. At least next year, Tatum not going to play,
The
um,
NBA hates Trey.
but he still made the All Star. He was voted in.
Yeah, but it
somebody
takes
getting
active.
injured.
Yeah,
If
and it's a shame.
right,
It's
it's
a
a
shame.
shame. It's a shame.
He plays the villain role well, and I really like it because we don't have that in Atlanta.
We don't have
We ain't
none.
had that in
He is the
Atlanta in
dog
a
in there.
long time. So, but I see Jalen Johnson being a consistent all star.
Mhm.
Trey depend on how the
How they
wind
feeling?
blows. Yeah.
Yeah. I like what you're saying, Mathis. I like that thought. You talking about big boy ball for real,
Yeah,
man.
I wasn't saying put Porzingis on the bench.
Hmm.
Um, that would honestly keep Porzingis off of your dealing with people like what's his name. Uh,
Giannis.
I mean that too, because Giannis was Porzingis can guard what's the center for Brook Lopez.
Lopez. Yeah.
And
Porzingis.
if you
Yeah,
wanted, a Conwu can literally guard your 1 through 4, 1 through 5,
yeah.
whatever, just on a play,
Hmm.
stepping out on the point guard. I don't have a problem with that. But if you had an actual big,
Hmm.
you don't have to worry about Porzingis either getting banged up, foul trouble, or just getting taken advantage of. He can. I think he's better at blocking shots from the weak side.
Hmm.
So I would rather have him being able to come across the lane while Kongwu was attempting to take on somebody like Jokic. That helps our defense. Keeping him free is a lot better than me. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
but I mean, either way, both starting lineups would be cool. I don't have a problem. I'm
Yeah.
not saying they're not gonna do the one that you put up there because it's more than likely gonna be that. But we'll see.
So T. Terry said the Hawks want Porzingis at the end of the game, like Boston played him. That makes a lot of sense.
That's
Makes a lot
perfect
of
sense.
sense. A ton of sense. Oh, he could come to Atlanta. I don't know. He don't run as well anymore. Talking about Brooke Lopez. He's a big body, but he just doesn't run as well anymore. I think the only big we really got to worry about this year is a Cat up there in New York. Really.
Ain't nobody worried about that dude.
I'm just saying the only one that's
Man, look, you get Cat to the fourth quarter, he gonna foul himself out anyway. So that don't make no difference. Stop! Don't touch me. Call a foul and one. Man, get out of here.
all
Why I
right.
think
So
Cat actually talk like that now?
He do.
so
Man, go pull up YouTube and listen to him talk. That's how he talk.
I forgot about this, Mathis. We got Nikola Jurisic as well. He got hurt in the summer league,
Oh, the
but
kid
he
from
can't.
last year
Yeah,
they drafted. That
yeah,
was the
man.
what 6'8" point guard.
Point guard. Yeah,
Cool. Bye, Kobe.
true point guard. So he comes back healthy this year. It's on, man.
Hey man, I'm not opposed. Troy Anderson ain't got to be the only person I take on. 'Cause Kobe and this
oh,
mustache can
oh,
go, bro. I'm sorry, like
yeah, he do need to do something with that mustache.
he can go.
Well,
He can
we
go.
we we got room. I tell you that right now. We have room. We only have 12 people on the roster right now. 12 players on the roster. So we got room for three right now. So with that being said, who do we need to bring in? What do we need to do to solidify this team? I'll tell you that Bobby Marks for ESPN, he published today an article on ESPN talking about the free agency.
Smack
Um,
that dude.
Smack him.
Smack that dude. Right there. Smack him.
He talked a little
Man,
bit
please.
about the Hawks and the amount of money that we do have available, and as well as what he would do in regards to free agency. And he says we have what 31 million and something else. Um, these are the free agents who he says fit: Al Horford, Clint Capella. Do not bring back Clint Capella. Do
Mhm.
not. I repeat, do not bring back Clint Capella. You don't need him.
Nah,
Kevin Looney, Precious. I,
Precious Akua.
cool. Precious are cool.
Yeah,
Um, the Alexander Walker. That's your guy, right?
I got a
Now
Mhm.
couple of
Ben Simmons ain't nowhere in the world.
them.
Now
Hell
Smack
Ben,
no.
that
he
dude.
can still dribble. He can dribble. He can bring it up and get rid of it. Bring it up. Hey man, give the ball. Give it up.
I mean, supposedly he's been working on his shot
He
this
ain't gonna
summer,
shoot.
but
He's scared to shoot.
Oh,
that,
you mean actually taking shots? Cool.
That
yeah,
boy
he
got
been
he
shooting, but doing something in the practice gym and doing something in the game is totally different.
right.
So,
Totally different. But he can bring that ball up if we need the ball to get brought up now. Chris Paul, 100 years old. Malcolm Brogdon, I like him. Ty Jerome. I don't know much about him, but I did look at some of his videos because he only played a handful of games.
yeah.
But I saw some of the video and he has some talent. Sam Merrill, Dennis Schroeder, sorry. I thought about Dennis Schroeder as well. I think I brought that up,
I mean,
Matt.
that's not a bad pickup either. Yeah, Sugar would be. I don't think he is going to leave Detroit. I don't think Detroit lets him go. But
Mhm.
that's a very solidified backup point guard.
Mhm.
They run sharp, Bruce Brown, Isaiah Jackson, and Brandon Carlson. Um, and this is what he said he would do in two separate transactions. He would use part of the non-tax mid-level exception to sign Jerome to a 3-year deal, $35 million contract. J- Ty Jerome. You think he deserved that kind of money?
Mm,
3 years,
no,
12 million a year.
no.
13. Mm.
If that's the case, I would go get somebody like Norman Powell, who
Mm.
gave the Clippers 21 points a game last year, basically a six man. Or if
Mm-hmm.
you needed him to pop into the start lineup, you gonna get production out of Norman Powell. 21.8 points per game, 48% shooting from the field.
Ooh.
Like if I'm gonna go do 3 years and it's gonna be a little bit more than 35 million, but I would take my chance on something like that.
Mm.
No.
Yeah,
But
he's
it is a few of these free agents on here that I did, that I had mapped out, but no, definitely not that.
mm, mm. Oh, Ty Jerome. Okay, and then it says the Hawks then used part of their 13.1 million trade exception and acquire Alexander Walker in a signing trade. So he'll have to sign with Minnesota,
Minnesota.
then get traded as part of a trade. Atlanta sent 2 future seconds.
That's I,
Yeah.
I would do that.
Now tell me why you were saying Alexander Walker. Tell me why you so bent on that.
Another defender. Um, if for anybody that looked at the playoffs, he can go get his own shot. Um, Consistent shooter from the outside.
Hmm.
But the biggest thing is that's another person that plays defense. Like it's been too often our wings. You would think we had a shot blocker in the in the lane because our wings don't play didn't play any defense. Like you talk about going from Bogey and Kevin Herter, even somebody like DeAndre Hunter when he got drafted, they said he was a defender. Man,
Hmm.
I ain't never seen DeAndre Hunter play no defense for real, man.
Three and
Not
D.
on
Three
somebody,
and D.
yeah, not on somebody that if I'm got DeAndre Hunter with the fourth pick and they say he can play defense, I'm putting him against the best player on the other team.
No,
He ain't gonna, yeah, he may not stop everybody, but good gosh, he got cooked more than he stopped somebody from cooking. So I want more defense. It can't just be Dyson Daniels, and I appreciate last year it was so many people that were attempting to play defense,
Hmm.
including Trey,
Hmm.
but having somebody out there like Nikhil was out there guarding his cousin like his life depended on it when they was playing
Mm.
against SGA. So yeah, man, I'll take it.
T. Terry said Kobe Johnson is better than the other Kobe. Kobe B. He's better than Kobe
Called him the,
Buffkin. I
We
the
don't.
gonna
other
find out,
Kobe B.
I don't know.
man. Look, all he needs is a shot, and for me, I'm willing to give it to him.
Mm.
I don't know if he would be the backup point guard, but if you could get Nikhil Alexander Walker here, your backup shooting guard position is solidified.
Now, okay. So what I saw of him, I mean, like I said, I don't look at a whole lot of basketball. I'm a Hawks fan, and but I didn't. I mean, he only played like 12 games, man. Small sample size.
I get it. I get it. And Porzingis played 40, and
Yeah, but I mean,
no,
and he put up 19
that's cool. At the end of the day, it was probably more pressure on Nikhil Alexander
in the
playing in
playoffs.
that series in the
Yeah,
playoffs than Porzingis saw all year. Because you
gotcha.
can't say even in the playoffs because I was about to say played sick, but he was sick in the last series they were in. So
Hmm.
nah, man, Nikhil is I ain't gonna say excellent. He is a very good role player.
Okay.
Very good role player.
Now, how much money is he worth to you? Because, like I said, that it doesn't look like he's any better than uh, Jerome, Ty Jerome, with what we saw. I mean, I know you saw a lot more in regards to in that series in the playoffs. He played well, but he played 12 games. Ty Jerome played like 13 to 14 games. Are they worth
I'd
that money?
I'd be willing to do like a 3 year 30 mil or a 3 year 3 year 35 ain't bad either. Like I would do that for him. I would. 15 a year is not. See, that ain't even 15. That's a little less than 12.
12 and a half,
So
something like that. 12.
yeah, so I mean that's not a bad move. Uh,
Jedi,
like
you got some ideas?
Math has got me thinking about the defense, right? Because I've been looking just for a backup to Trey. That's it. And he got me thinking about defense. So I started looking while we've been talking. At first, I said Trey Man, just because the
Mm,
Hornets, the Hornets, the Hornets are saying, "Hey, we gonna get him. We gonna get him. He's restricted free agent. Test him. See if they're serious about
mm.
it." But then who was it? Because I had on my list. Somebody brought it up in the chat. D'Angelo Russell.
Russell.
Be a nice little, be nice
who?
little D'Angelo Russell.
Oh no,
Be a nice little fit. I
no.
think, and he was on my list. I think D. Russell coming off the bench behind Trey. Right. Again, that's all I was concentrating on. I'm looking for somebody that can continue the scoring when Trey has to go sit down. That's what I'm looking for. We know it ain't Kobe. It ain't the other Kobe B. Right. We know it ain't that. So, hey, I thought about it, and somebody in the chat said it too.
So let me ask you and the chat this then. So you
Uh huh.
said D'Angelo Russell. I'm gonna give you two names, and you pick if you're gonna stay with D'Angelo Russell or you gonna go the other route. The first
Okay.
one, Steph Curry. Who you
Seth.
taking?
Seth Curry. Okay. Uh,
You said Steph or Seth?
No,
Seth,
hell no, I ain't
his
say Steph.
brother.
That ain't,
Okay.
I ain't say the chef.
So
Would you
you
take
saying that?
Steph Curry over
Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you take Russell Westbrook over
No.
D'Angelo Russell?
No.
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
Hmm.
Westbrook is old. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, and because he's old, I question how he'll fit.
Mm-mm.
Right. This is a young team.
Pass the ball.
Huh?
He looking to pass the ball.
Is he?
The thing is,
He's gonna want to start.
he out there trying to shoot jumpers
He
in
do too
Denver
much.
because
Mm-mm.
the point guard is 7 feet tall. But
Okay.
if you put him on the bench as a backup with the Hawks, when Trey
He
comes off the
ain't
court,
coming
who's
off.
bringing the ball up? Who would
Who's
be bringing? He
who's
would.
gonna put him on the bench first?
Oh, that
What you
first.
mean?
Yeah.
He's been
Westbrook.
coming off the bench for the past couple seasons now.
I'll go. I'll go with Seth Curry. I go with Seth Curry
Okay,
over
well,
both of them. Over both.
I
Over
I,
both.
I don't know about Westbrook. I don't know.
what about Malcolm Brogdon?
Now I like Brogdon.
Okay.
I do
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Brogdon. Yeah.
You take Malcolm Brogdon over D'Angelo Russell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
We just
12,
coming
12,
up with
12 and a
names.
half
I
points.
Coming up.
get it. I get it,
Coming
man.
up with
I don't
names.
know if I like somebody that's okay with going against the bro code. I'm sorry. I can't bring him to Atlanta. Nope. Nope.
You didn't want Kobe.
But it's honestly, it's too many light skinned dudes on the same team for
I was
me.
about to say we're gonna really
Well,
be
Too
pretty. You bring Seth
uncomfortable for
Curry,
me already.
it's gonna be
But
pretty. God darn DeBarge and
but
who else?
he look
and the
he a
Jets.
better shooter. He a better shooter, a better passer. Like I feel more comfortable with him taking the one of the last shots of the game than D'Angelo Russell is. If D'Angelo Russell get hot, then cool. I get it, but nah.
Ooh.
By
See,
by
he
West
has an
by
offer to go
Westbrook, I'm
three
gone.
three
I'm
years,
gone.
115 million.
Hey,
Holla.
hey, you missed a decimal. You didn't put the decimal in there. It's supposed to be a decimal somewhere.
We're taking this 11-5.
11-5. Cause
Oh, oh.
Nah, look, them folks overseas, when you a superstar, they'll pay
They'll
you.
pay now. They will pay.
Yeah.
man,
They will pay. Hey,
And
that's Stephon
for his
Marbury.
attitude, his
Marbury
mindset,
never came back.
man, let him go overseas where they got flares going off in the stands. He gonna enjoy that.
Last thing before we go, man, let me ask this question. And we talked about the backcourt. We need help in the backcourt, but we know we need some more help in that front court, right?
Yeah.
We talked about bringing back what Larry Nance Jr., Karis LeVert for the backcourt. Man, how about this guy?
Mm,
How about John
mm.
Collins? John Collins, man, think about it. Think
I
about
don't
it.
know the way he got dunked on the year before last by Anthony Edwards. I don't know if I want that to happen here. 'Cause
Listen, John Collins played some defense in Atlanta. He tried. He tried. At least he tried. He played D. He played D out there, but sometimes you got to get dunked on, man. You know, back in the days, they used to get dunked on because they played defense. You look at some of the greatest posters, like Dr. J against Michael Cooper. Coop jumped. Them boys they ain't worried about ESPN. I guess they didn't have ESPN back then. But when he got man, boom, that cradle rocked on him, man,
no,
Dr. J,
I'm
he
sorry.
jumped. All these great now these guys just move out the way. They just don't want to be on ESPN now. They don't play
How
no
about
defense like that.
when Dominique dunked on Bird? It hit him with the ball. It's because Bird
But
was
they
willing to
jump, man. Them guys used to
keep
play
it going.
defense. These guys, yeah, it looks funny to get dunked on because you actually went up like you're crazy, but you play defense. What you think, Matthew? You sitting back like this, so you say no.
Um, if I had a chance to choose between John Collins and Andre Drummond, I'm going Andre Drummond.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Well, yeah,
Come on. No, no,
See, see,
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Hold on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He-
Listen, even when they were in their prime,
Okay.
even
Okay.
if you go
Okay.
5 years ago, Andre Drummond and John Collins,
Okay.
I would still go Andre
John,
Drummond.
yeah. Look,
Andre Drummond's just a better
I'm not
basketball player
opposed.
than
Okay.
John Collins.
I'm not
Okay.
opposed,
Okay.
yo. I'm not opposed against John Collins coming back to the team
Listen.
off the bench.
John Collins, okay, even off the bench. Because yeah, he's gonna be off the bench.
Yeah,
But man, that'll push a lot of guys. Dude still scoring 19 points a game, 8
that's
rebounds.
because they had
Now you talking
who
about Drummond
who else was in
Oh,
seven
Utah?
points
who
a
in
game?
Utah? Who in Utah though?
Still.
Lori Marketing. Yeah, that's it.
Man, who had the 76ers?
You said what? Oh, that talking about
Andre Drummond scored
that's
7 points.
that's where he was.
Andre Drummond scored 7 points.
That's
Average 7
I don't need him to score.
and 8 rebounds.
Man, look, how many offensive rebounds do he get a game? Ask me
He
that.
averaged 8 rebounds total.
That
And man, you crazy. John Collins averaged even let me see.
Andre Drummond ain't playing like how he used to. But if
I
Andre
know he
Drummond was
can't, but we need him right now. John Collins averaging
John
eight
Collins ain't gonna
rebounds a
get you
game.
19, but you're not gonna get 19 a game from him not this year. You're not.
You
You're not. If
but
he
he could, man. He okay.
if John Collins come back to Atlanta, he's gonna give you 10 points a game.
Because of the time that he'll play, but I bet if he played long enough, if he played with starter numbers, he'll put up 19.
But we don't want him to play starter numbers.
We don't want him to play starter numbers, but can you just imagine John Collins and Jalen Johnson and Asa Newell, that rotation at power forward?
I'll take Larry Nance over John Collins. I ain't gonna lie.
Oof.
Larry Nance? You out of
Over
your
John Collins.
birthday mind.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Oh, come on.
Better shooter. Better shooter.
Man, Larry Nance Sr. Yeah, I take Larry Nance Sr. in his prime. Larry Nance Jr. Averaged about 5.8.
That's because he didn't get on the court like that. But when
But
he was
John
out
Collins
there,
with the
all
man, if you
right.
brought back a player like John Collins that's going to play defense and you see it, he'll take the picture on ESPN. Oh, he don't mind. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't mind. Shoot the three. Score 19 points a game, man. Almost 20 points a game.
I got you.
He was one of the better players for the Hawks at that time. If he come down on that money, I'll bring John Collins back, man. If you don't look for no 25, 26, you come in looking to play, 18, 19 or something like that. Or
Expect John Collins to go somewhere like LA.
Mm.
man,
Expect him to be with the Lakers or something
they
like that.
need to bring, yeah.
But yes, that's what I'm saying. That if I'm gonna get another big, he gonna be out there to deal with. I'm gonna get a real big man who I can put in to deal with the likes of Joker, Embiid, and any of these other real bigs that's out here.
I feel
And
you.
he don't even have to play that much.
I feel you on
Rebounding
that. Just
Mhm.
defense and the
and
strength down
rebounding.
low. Strength down low.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
take it.
now,
I
granted,
take
we got height and length now because Asa Newell has a long reach,
it.
and you know what Porzingis is. He's 7'2", 7'3", but they still soft.
Okay. Well, the Hawks don't play that type of basketball, so
They
we'll see.
don't.
Hopefully
But
that is changing.
yeah,
Hoping that strategy is changing. Go back old school. Teams that play old school ball is the one who wins. Crazy.
yeah.
Uh,
So I mean, it's not a bad look, but I don't think he will be coming back. I
gotcha.
don't.
All right, all right. I would love to have him back. Um, bring
Wouldn't be
Drummond. You
opposed.
could bring Drummond in for little or nothing.
I know it. I'll take it.
Mhm.
I'll take it.
If you want to, okay. I want to win a
Nah,
championship.
go
I
ahead.
want to win a championship.
John Collins ain't
If
about
I
to
would
bring
bring
you no championship.
yeah, he will help. Oh my God, because Jalen Johnson is injury prone. He's injury prone, and just to have that veteran presence that still can score you. Man, 27 years old, still can score you 19 points a game. A veteran, loved Atlanta. Man, come on. With a little bit more around him now. Shoot, what?
A little bit more around him, man. He ain't getting the ball.
But that's
That's the beauty of it. Not
when
just
it's time
bring.
for him to
Then,
get it, he know what to do with it though.
so
He knows what to do with it.
bring in this rebounder, bring in this big man that don't need the ball, so Ace Newell
How
can
about
still get his
both of
shots, huh?
them? It's going to take a minute for Asa. He's going to play, but I'd rather have John Collins. Okay, John Collins or Asa Newell starting on the second line. If you had to choose between the two,
Now,
right now.
Ace Newell, I'm gonna put him in the fire.
What?
I didn't
Hmm.
draft you in the first. I didn't draft you in the first round to go to the G League.
Right, right.
Because like you said, we had to what the 13th pick, so he literally could have been number 13. We just made these moves to do other things with.
Right. We made it work.
But if so, that's the thing. If we kept that 13th pick, drafted him there, are you? He's already gonna have to come off the bench anyway because of the team that we have. Are you gonna play him? Play John Collins more than him if you drafted him 13? If we stayed there and drafted Asa
I
Newell,
think they'll look at his development. Of course, he's going to play in that summer league. I'm sure.
that was
See how he looks, but
that
he's still
was
going to have
the
to.
most I'm doing an interview answer
He's
ever.
going to have to develop. He's going to have to develop. I'll play John Collins, and I'll let him play. Let him come in and play when he needs to play. I mean, he's going to have. We'll see in the summer league. That's all I can say. But I
All
still
right.
would take John Collins.
I understand that you one of these guys that's got to see to before you can make it. I ain't doing that. If I draft you in the first round where you getting this money, you getting ready to go
But
out there and show me.
that's what the NBA does, though, man. They will send you to the G League to develop you. That's what they did with
I get it.
That, that's
They
what they
did it
did
with
with
Jalen
Jalen
Johnson.
Johnson.
I get
Didn't
it.
they do that with Jalen Johnson?
They did.
Absolutely. Yeah. Didn't they do that
That
with?
regime gone. That regime gone. I need you in the fire.
That's what all of
I
them
don't
do.
need you
That's
going
what
to
all of them
play.
do.
I don't need you going to play JV ball just to come back up here and show me you can't do it. I
He
don't.
go down there, man. He gonna dominate. He'll dominate.
Right, but that's the thing though. Go down there, dominate.
But work on your
You,
craft. He still needs to work on that jumper. He has some work to do.
but you know what, yo? That's what right now is for. After summer league, you don't leave the gym. I wish some of these kids would take this Kobe Bryant mentality and go shoot 1,000 shots in the morning, 1,000 shots in the afternoon, and 1,000 shots in the evening. Do that. That's your craft right there. You shouldn't even want to get to the G League because you may not come back.
Mhm.
You go down there and be trash, you may not get out the G League.
Well, we'll see what Quinn Snyder does. You know, we'll see what he does with him. Hopefully, the boy come out and show out in the summer league. I believe it will because he has an old school presence, man. He will bang you. He will bang you down low and throw a hook in your face in a heartbeat, a left-handed hook in your face.
Mm.
And if you try to play him the other side, man, he'll do a spin off and pop it in your face. So I like his game. We'll see what he does, but I know what John Collins can do. That's just the difference. If you bring him in, that is just going to make the team ready to win. I want to win the ship.
It's gonna make him ready to foul out because that's what he do.
Anyway, if we could bring John Collins in, if he'll come down on that money, I'll be happy. Yeah, bring if we could get Andre Drummond because we have room. We got room for 3 people. Got room for 3.
Who? Okay. Before we get off, give me your 3 that you would bring in because I know we were talking about like a backup point guard, backup 2 or 3, and if you want to bring in another big or 2 forwards, who are the people you bringing in?
So I'm going to consider Urisic, uh, Nikola Urisic as the other point guard. So I don't have to bring in anybody from the outside. Kobe and Nikola, they'll fight it out for that backup point guard. I believe Urisic going to win that. Boy played pro ball for a few years already, since he was like 16 years old. John Collins. John Collins. And then I got to bring Levert back, man.
Okay.
That's who I got right there. I like Levert. He can double as a point guard, but he's a good shooting guard as well. So that's who I got. That's who I got.
Okay.
What you say, Daryl?
One that I didn't throw out there, dangle that trade that draft pick, dangle that out and see who bites and see what you can get.
Talking about that unprotected
You
pick.
might be able to get all. Yeah, dangle that out there and see who
Hey
bites on it.
man,
Right? I mean, I don't. Will I trade it for Malik Monk?
hmm
Maybe. Yeah.
hmm
What?
not that first round
Maybe.
pick.
Yeah, unprotected. That's like top. That's like top 5.
Depends on
Could
where
be,
everybody
yeah,
lands. Right? Could be.
Milwaukee or New Orleans.
But dangle it out there. See who bites.
Oh,
See
it'll
who's
be
gonna
New Orleans. It'll be New
Yeah, it'll
Orleans.
be New Orleans. Yeah, yeah,
New
yeah.
Orleans to come back in.
Yeah.
See who bites, right? But after that, I like Trey Man, and I'm gonna stick with D'Angelo Russell just to annoy you.
Okay. You
Now
mean?
I do like the big now. I do like that big Andre Drummond. I like that. That's a great idea. If he comes cheap
Yeah.
and just send somebody else away.
Since that's
Or
one that I
do
would
you let
love
Gay
to have.
go? Do you
Huh?
allow Gay to go to the G League or trade him out?
Um.
So
Yeah, I
he's
probably
coming
would.
now. He's coming.
He is, but I probably would. To start the season. You know
Mhm.
what? Nah. I He'd be there. He would be there.
You'll send somebody else down.
Yeah. Kobe
Mhm.
Buffkin is gone to the G. Shoot.
How do you gonna say that?
Yeah. So nah, I wouldn't send Gay down. But I would definitely bring another big in and probably Nikhil
Hmm.
and Norman Powell. Those would be my other 2. The only reason why I wouldn't bring a point in is because of the guy that we did get last year in the draft. I don't think Jordan Clarkson is available though.
Yeah, I don't think he is. I was looking. I
I
don't
think
see his name on
if he if he was, then he
for trade.
resigned. Jordan Clarkson ain't leaving Utah.
No, I don't see him on the free agent list.
Yeah, he ain't leaving Utah. But that's a bucket. Jordan Clarkson gonna do everything you wanted to on the court. And unfortunately, the Lakers just gave up on him too fast. But it is what it is.
All right, all right. Well, Hawks fans, I hope y'all are excited as we are. I'm excited, and I'm looking for man. Hey, listen, I know those tickets are a lot cheaper than the Falcons tickets too. So,
Are they?
I think they are.
They might
Yeah.
not. They might.
I
Hold
don't
on, hold
know.
on.
I don't know,
Depending on where
man.
you want to sit. Depending on
Everything
where
with
you
the
want to
Hawks,
sit.
yeah,
Oh man,
everything with the Hawks is expensive. Drinks too.
yeah, the drinks are. Let me look at that. But you know what? It's per game. When you look at it per game, yeah, it's cheaper per game. Yeah, because you playing 8-1, playing 40 something games at home. So
Oh, that's too big of a
mm,
that's too much of a breakdown. And
hey
I'm gonna
man.
tell you this: if it's gonna be cheaper, that means I'm sitting up. I don't even know what level it is, but it's high.
Up there.
Yeah. So nah.
Yeah. But I am excited, man. I was just happy to see another bulldog get drafted. How about that? Look at Atlanta. The Falcons
Yep.
draft Jalen Walker, and then the Hawks draft Asa Newell. I called it, Daryl. I called it. Even said called me like, yo, you must have some insight. I was like, nah, man. Nah, Daryl is the Jedi. He the black Jedi. I'm Yoda. I'm the great green Jedi. Whatever.
Oh,
Nah.
all
But
right.
yeah.
Hawks next season, 53 wins.
53. Goodness, boy,
I
you
just
don't even
want
stop.
at
You
least
just
top 7. Can we just finish top 7? But no, with
I
this
want
team,
out of the play-in.
with absolutely. If healthy, oh yeah. If healthy, yeah. Yeah. 53. Okay. Okay. Well,
Okay, we'll write it down.
I will appreciate those who joined us, man. John Tate, we appreciate you. T. Terry, definitely appreciate you, fella. Let me see. I know Chuck jumped on just for a minute to mess with us. So, but we appreciate you anytime. Anyway, Chuck. Yeah. Hey, we're gonna keep talking it up, man. The Hawks got me turned up. Hot Atlanta again. It's getting hot out there anyway. And hey, we're Atlanta Air Force, baby. I want to see. Hey, I got to get a shirt, a jersey, or something. Nothing could stop us. We're Atlanta Air Force. Mathis, make sure. Hey, you got to check it out, man. Hey, go on
I
YouTube.
will. I'm gonna take a look at it.
Right at the Atlanta's Air Force. That's the funniest junk in the world.
I'm
Funniest
gonna
junk
take a
in
look
the
at it.
world. Hey, y'all be good. Hey, be safe, be blessed. We'll see y'all next time. Down.
Stay dirty.